help you if you are having any issues in accessing the platform to complete the course as part of the March for Secure Code event. So if any of you have any questions, please do a raise of hands or unmute yourself, and then you can ask your question. We have the team here who can help you and get these issues resolved.
Karthik, also they can share the screen if they want to, so that let others also get understand the problem and also the solution to it.
Sure, yeah. So both, I think we have Bodhijit as well here. So Bodhijit can share his screen if required to show the solution. If anybody wants to share their screen to show the issue also, feel free to do that. So we'll have the forum open now. If anyone wants to go first, please do so.
You can unmute your mic and no need of putting on chat window. I think you can unmute and speak. Manish, I think you have posted in the chat window. I think you can unmute your mic and tell about your solution.
Hello. Actually, I saw the course and I have watched the videos and completed quizzes as well. When I complete the quiz, that quiz part becomes gray. So I know that I've completed the quiz. But when I watch the videos, there is no indication for me to know that it's being tracked by the website or not. Like, are these videos of the courses being tracked or not? So that was my question.
Bodhijit, do you want to respond to that?
Sorry, this is something that the Skillsda team will have to take up whether they're tracking that or not, because the platform is not tracking it.
Okay.
Okay. Also, Manish, okay, so we'll wait for somebody from Skillsda to join to solve this. But from what I am guessing, if you're as long as you're able to, so for example, if you watch a video partially, when you come back, I think it will start from where you left out.
Yeah, it starts from where I left out.
So I think that's the tracking which the video is doing. And then you are allowed to progress to the next module only after you complete the quiz of the current module, right? So,
yeah,
so that being the case, I think that should be good enough in terms of how the platform is able to identify how much you have completed.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, got it.
Does that help?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, thanks, Manish. Anybody else want to go next?
Good afternoon, sir. My students are facing some difficulty in signing into Okta OKTA platform. So what we have done is like we signed out and try opening it in incognito mode, and there also we enabled all the browser cookies and removed all the restrictions, browser restriction and cookies restrictions. And after that,
Sorry, I'm unable to hear at all.
Hello. Hello.
Devendra, your voice is very feeble. Yeah.
Now it's okay, or
you can speak a little louder. I think that will make it clear.
Or Devendra, feel free to type in your question in the chat window.
okay, now. Hello.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I think it's slightly better
Yes.
now.
We are facing some difficulty in signing in the Okta platform, that sign in page. So what we have tried is like we signed out from the browser and opened it in incognito mode. There we like allowed the cookies and all, and we changed the password as well, and we used the username as mail ID and whatever name was given, but we are unable to sign in. It's showing that unable to sign in. Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you. Bodhijit, do you want to respond to that?
I'm so sorry, I still couldn't hear it.
Okay, so what Devendra was saying is, they accessed through incognito mode, and then they had some Okta issues, so they accessed through incognito mode as suggested, and then did a password reset, etc. But still, they get an error when they try to sign in. They get an error, unable to sign in.
Right. Okay. So let me first put this out there that if you're getting an Okta password and username request, that basically means that it is not gone the way it should have gone, because you're actually not supposed to see that at all. It is supposed to, it's an integration which actually is not supposed to show you that. So you're not supposed to enter any username or password. If that is happening, that generally happens because there is an integration error. So what what that means is that where you've logged in from, basically your data is getting pulled in from a different source. So if you clear your browsing history and clear your cookies and cache, that should sort it out. That should sort out the issue. Alternatively, if you're using G Suite, right? And if it's your college ID via Gmail or it's a gmail.com account, I'd suggest that the easiest solution to this is login via G Plus at the login. You will only have to log in using your
The person
Gmail.
you are speaking with has put your call on hold. Please stay on the line.
ನೀವು ಮಾತನಾಡುತ್ತಿರುವ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕರೆಯನ್ನು ಹೋಲ್ಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು
Sorry,
ಲೈನ್ನಲ್ಲಿಯೇ
am I
ಇರಿ.
audible?
आप जिस व्यक्ति से बात कर रहे हैं उसने आपकी कॉल को होल्ड पर रखा है. कृपया लाइन पर बने रहें. The person you are speaking with has put your call on hold.
Right. Sorry, am I audible now?
Yes, we are audible.
Yes. So if you log in using G Plus, it will, generally speaking, log in on G Plus using incognito mode, that problem will go away. If for any reason, and this is something that we have already shared a PDF with, I hope you've all received it. It basically tells you that if you have been asked for an Okta username and password, either try an incognito mode once. If that does not work, and you have Google Mail, use your G Plus to log in. If both of those issues don't resolve it, please use Techie, the chatbot, and ask for human intervention. So just say that Okta issue need urgent resolution. You will get one of the engineers to help you out on the platform.
I used that, but I didn't get response.
Sorry, I couldn't hear that again.
Sir, I used the Techie chat robot, but I
Right.
didn't get that.
So you used Techie. Did you reach a resolution? Did you get human intervention?
No reply was from their end.
It normally, you just give it 3 to 4 minutes. They respond within 3 to 4 minutes.
Alternatively, Bodhijit, they can actually share the screenshots. Probably that will also help the technical person to look at it and resolve it for them.
I'm not sure, Priya, whether that will help if it's an Okta issue. Because we know what the Okta issue looks like.
Yeah, Okta is one such. I think there are many other problems that they're having. So whenever they have a problem, I think it's good to have the screenshot so that it will be easier for people to understand where they are having the issue.
Yeah, so one, of course, is the chatbot, which is an easy route so that there is no dependency. But in case there is a challenge, it's better they set out a screenshot along with their contact number as well. The support team can reach out.
Sure, yeah, that can be arranged.
Yeah.
But once more, I do want to reiterate, please clean your, once clear your cookies and cache and try again, because that's where the problem generally, the Okta issue generally stems from.
Okay, sir.
Also, Bodhijit, since we're talking about this techie, it'd be good if you could just show them how to reach to an agent. I'm not sure if everybody knows that.
Sure. Do let me know when my screen is visible.
Yes, sir. It
Perfect. Okay, so I'll actually log myself out. I'll start from log out itself. So that should make it easier. So the first thing is, the moment you reach the platform itself, if you face any challenges signing in for any reason, you have Techie right here, right? So you can click, send us a message, and you can choose exactly what it is related to. So you can say account related settings, for example. You'll get a host of other questions. And you can go need help in other areas. Sorry, let me actually show you what the, let's say you want to change your, out here you're having problem logging in, and you can say, how can I reset my password, for example? So it'll give you steps to follow. If even those don't work, all you have to do is go to talk to a person, click on this, and it'll immediately connect you to, just hold on 1 second, please. Sorry. So once you click on it, talk to a person. Let's say, for example, you say here Okta issue while registering for a course. So now it'll basically connect you to our support team as soon as someone gets free. And typically it takes, the person intervenes quite quickly. The other thing is, when you log in, like I said, if you use Google Plus and just log in, okay, so let me, because a lot of people are facing the Okta issue, let me just show what it would ideally look like to register for a course, right? So therefore, when you go to, let's say, because I'm already registered for this course, let me show you on any Mm. Okay, so once I come to this page and click on continue, it will take me to the launch page where you will find an enroll button. You simply click on the image. It will take you. Normally, what happens is at this stage is where the Okta issue comes out. Ideally, nothing should be coming up here and it should take you straight to the marketplace. So because I'm already registered, I go straight onto my course. Okay, let me take a few questions here. Okay, moving. Yeah, that's a good point, Vinayak. Actually, if you use a browser other than Chrome, generally Okta doesn't come up. It's because generally what happens is because your Chrome is linked to a lot of different accounts, that's why the Okta issue comes up. So another possibility is if you use another browser, let's say for example, if you use Edge, it should work properly.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, hi.
Sir, I tried clearing my cache and cookies, but still this problem is not resolving. I am using the Firefox browser.
What browser are you using?
Firefox, sir.
Right. Okay. In this case, I think you will have to raise it with Techie, and they'll come with a solution for you.
So parallelly, Bodhijit, let them send a screenshot with the contact number as well. Let's also try and expedite that.
Sure.
So if it's there, I had typed in my query as well. Hello? Am I audible?
Yes, go ahead.
Very softly. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, I'm not able to access the SAI security group on my group section in the Future Skills platform. And I had raised the query with the customer care executive as well, but they told me to request to be re-added to the group. So all of my progress left.
Sure. Okay. If you can just write to me with your email address, just write to me with your email address that you've been using for the SciSci group. I'll check. If you have it, if your details haven't been provided to us, you won't be a part of the SciSci group on the platform. So if you can just send me your details, I'll take a look and sort it out for you.
Okay, so I had registered for the course well in advance. Like I told my teachers about it, like the registration thing as well. I'll write to you with my email, sir.
Sure.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Hi, I am Akshay speaking.
Yeah, Akshay, go ahead.
Yeah, I am facing some problems while attending the courses. Actually, I had enrolled the course well in advance, like a week or before. As soon as they told us to enroll, and I'm not able to find the course in my learning, and I just wanted to make sure that I'm accessing it right. So
Okay,
can you
sure.
help out with the issue?
Sure. So you've completed enrolling for the course, you said, right?
Yes. Every time I open up to continue with the course, it's showing me to enroll it again, and also I'm getting the Okta issues.
It's telling you to enroll again.
Yeah, I have purchased it, but again it's showing to enroll. Sometimes it shows, and sometimes it just goes right into my learning.
Goes into my learning. Okay.
Yeah.
So basically this is okay. I'm going to share my screen again. This is not the movement you're getting from okay, is my screen visible?
Yes, your screen is visible.
Okay, so the easiest way to go to your go back to the program is just simply go to your group. Go to the SciSec group.
Okay.
Right out there, click on the skills card, which is the fourth card, or go into cybersecurity. You'll find the skills card here,
Okay.
and you click on this.
Okay.
Okay, from here you basically go to continue. Once you come to this page, you simply click on the photo anywhere on the photo, not necessarily on enroll. It will take you straight onto the course. If you've purchased it once, it will straight away take you onto the plan, onto the course itself.
Okay. And is it necessary to follow these steps every time I need to do the course?
Yeah, you'll have to launch the course every time you do the course.
Okay, I need to open it and click on that enroll, and it takes me to the
Yeah, so enroll.
course.
It's not necessarily enroll. It's also the launch button.
Okay,
So
it's
it will
also the
launch
launch
your
button.
courseware from there itself.
Okay, but sometimes it do opens, but while it opens, I get the Okta issue that you told about. When I press on the enroll button, I get the Okta issues. So what can I do to minimize the problem that?
You can actually, like I said, try an incognito mode.
Okay.
Use or else use a browser like Edge, where problems are minimum, or use your Google. So if you're on a Google Suite, if your email address is on Google, do a G+ login. That minimizes chances of Okta.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I'll do that. And also I have another issue.
Sure, go ahead.
I had logged in from my Gmail account, and it basically took the name as in my Gmail account itself, and I had put in a query to the chat techie robot, and I got a human response from it also, and they told me to change my name in the Google, so it basically reflects in my this future skills account in around 24 hours, and it's been like 4 to 5 days since I renamed my name in the Google account, and I have been logging in and logging out of the Future Skills account and it's not been reflected yet. So what else can I do to edit my name?
No, so if you log in using Google, you will the only way you can update your name is via you're updating your name on Google. Once Google updates it, it will take 24 hours to update here. So I'd recommend that you go back and check on whether it's updated on Google first or not. If not, carry that out and then give it 24 hours to reflect on this.
Okay. Okay, sure. I'll try that one also.
All right.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Akshay, you should not
Yeah.
be seeing the enroll button every time. Like first you have enrolled to the course, then it should just be continue, and then you just continue. It comes to the course on the marketplace. You should not be seeing the enroll button every time. If you've already gotten to the course, you should not be seeing the enroll button. So maybe
Okay,
the
ma'am.
course is not yet got initiated still for your profile, maybe.
Okay. I'll just once check that out
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
let you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. Are there any other questions?
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
So like I'm not able to access the content, sir. Showing some missing key.
I'm so sorry. I'm unable to hear you. Could you come closer to the
I'll
mic?
repeat it, Bodhijit. He's saying I'm not able to access the content. It's showing some missing key. On what particular, do you remember at which point you got this particular error?
Like after applying, logging to the course, like I am viewing the content. After that, when I'm clicking on the content, it's showing like, so you can't see the course.
Okay. This is you were able to enroll into the course and you were able to see all those different modules which are there.
Yeah, sir.
Okay. It's after that you're facing this.
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Priya, is Ramesh on the call? This seems to be more from that side.
We have Shankar on the call. Shankar?
Okay. Okay.
Actually, they can definitely take the screenshot and send it to Shankar.
Okay. If you can put that email ID.
I will add his email ID.
So Simon Hall, Priya is actually putting out the email ID on the chat window. If you could just share the screenshot and send an email, we'll get that resolved. So there's one more question which is on the chat window. It says, while doing lab activities, it is asking for Windows 10. What about students who have Windows 7 or other operating system?
Let's have Shankar answer that. Shankar?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Yeah. So the question on the lab requirement, Shankar, people are saying if they don't have Windows 10, how will they do their labs?
It's no common practical lab things we have done on that. So that's a requirement actually. So they have to do through Windows 10. So that is how the instructions is carried out.
Yeah, so there is, I think you will have to use Windows 10 for doing the labs. But there was another question which was very relevant, Shankar, in the WhatsApp. So people were asking about how to upload their lab results. So I know that yesterday you all shared some information, but if you could just repeat in this call, that would be useful. And if you could share the link also on chat, I think people can upload their results.
I'll be sharing the link, ma'am.
Yeah. So there is a link which Skillsda has created for all the SciSec students. So any of the lab exercises that you have, if you have completed, you can upload your results onto the drive that Skillsda has created. Are you sharing the link, Shankar?
Yes, ma'am. I'm sharing.
Yeah, probably you can just give your email ID also in that.
So this is the link. If required, this is a very common link. I can share my window. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
So candidate has to provide their details so that we can understand from which learner is submitting the assignments. So here is the email address and then the name, the mobile number, college name and location. This is for the reference. And here they can choose which lab they're working and they want to submit their assignments. So they can choose, this is the list of lab under this NOS 909. So they can choose any one lab and then they can add files. So this will support any kind of file format. So any doubt on this?
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yeah, please.
Hello, sir. When is the last day to complete the course, sir?
31st of March.
31st of
No,
March.
31st of March, you need to complete the course. If you would like to participate in the Grand Challenge competition that is there at the end of this, and also for all the goodies that SciSec is planning to offer. But the course will be available for you for 6 months since March 1st when you registered for this course. So whenever you registered from the date of registration, the course will be available for you for 6 months. But for the competition perspective, we'd like you to complete by 31st of March.
Priya, here the assignment file means the screenshot. There is one query asked by the student. Assignment file, what they have to upload, Shankar?
The lab they are practicing, they have to take the screenshot and they have to submit as an assignment.
Yeah, I think this is a fair question from Prema, which has come. Can I get a demo of a lab assignment? So Shankar, yesterday I was just checking with Ramesh. If you can upload a small screenshot as to how they should submit the lab assignment, I think people can follow the same format. Maybe we could just do it for one lab and they can follow the same format. I
Yeah,
requested
I'll
for
share
that,
it.
and I'd also requested for that, and also like one full lab, like you have the lab manual. Following the lab manual, how a person actually does the lab, I had requested if it's possible to send that screenshots also, so that that would also be helpful.
Okay, I'll get it done from our SME team.
Yeah.
I'll share it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We have some students who have actually completed the course. Any other questions?
Priya, there is a question that was asked earlier in the chat window, wherein they have said that I have watched many of the videos of the courses. How do I know if the website is tracking my progress, my quiz progress is being tracked?
Yeah, yeah,
But I'm not
yeah.
sure about the videos. Like, what is the response for it?
Yeah, I'll let Shankar answer. Shankar? Shankar?
Yes, ma'am, I'm there.
Yeah, they want to know how the student's progress is being tracked. So, for example, as you have 8 modules in this, Skillstar, from whenever a user goes through the module and takes the quiz question, I think you cannot go to the next module until you complete the quiz. And that there is a data in the database, we store how many modules you have completed. So as and when you complete a module, that data is stored. So the system understands very well what the learner has done and what more they need to do. And, so the progress is being tracked. So there is no issues with that. So we'll know. And there's no need for a person to redo stuff and all that stuff. So if a person has finished 3 modules, then they can go on to the next module. If that helps.
Yes. Just to give more clarity, each module consists of 3 components. One is a theory video where they have to complete the theory video and then they have to take up the quiz. The quiz attempt is allowed only 3 attempts where maximum score is scored automatically from the back end. The 70% is a compulsory. That is the passing for complete that particular activity. And then lab manual which they have to do on their own. So these 3 components consist of one module. So there are 8 modules. So each module to be completed by completing all the 3 components. So we have kept the benchmark, which is 80% course completion. So if someone completes 7 out of 8 modules, they are eligible to get the participation certificate.
Thank you, Shankar.
I request other students in this session to please ask your query. It's a very good opportunity because the entire technical team is in this. You can unmute your mic and ask your question.
Hello. Hello, sir. Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, Ashwini, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Hello, ma'am. If you attempted for more than 3, we won't get any certificate. or no? This quiz one.
Correct. Shankar?
Yeah, why? Because if you do the theory part properly, and if you are, because we are giving 3 attempts, so that you are able to clear the quiz very easily. And we are also not keeping 100%, we are keeping 80% completion, which is even if you miss one module, you are able to make up with other modules. So if you are able to complete 7 module out of 8, you are eligible to get the participation certificate.
That's one thing, Shankar. I think
At
what
the same time,
many
you don't
Shankar,
have to attempt the quiz in one shot. First, for example, if you are attempt the quiz first time, if you are not able to clear it, even you may know the score also, so that again you can go back and you can go to the theory videos and everything, and you can attempt again second time. Still, if you are not able to get the 70%, again you can go back to theory videos and refer all the materials. Third time you can attempt it. So that's the reason why we are giving 3 attempts.
Sir, I have attempted more than 4, sir.
Sorry?
Sir, I have attempted more than 4, sir. 5 attempted.
No,
But,
no.
that is the first time, no, sir. So I attempted till 5 times.
No, we are given instruction very clearly on that. So
Sir, if we
Karuna,
attempt
well, like
any, so
Karuna, what Shankar has said is, out of 8 modules, okay, if you have attempted 5 attempts for one, it is fine. Remaining 7, if you have not attempted, you'll still get the certificate.
no, sir. I have done only one lesson, sir. One.
Okay. Shankar, I
that,
think she has still opportunity, right?
yes, yes. There are 7 more are there, so she can make use of the modules.
okay.
so what it essentially means is all the 7 modules, you have to complete everything within the 3 attempts.
Yes.
So you will not have, you will have to do all the 7 modules for you to complete the course.
Again, and same time, it doesn't mean that you have to complete the quiz in one shot. If you are attempting first time the quiz, if you're not able to get 70%, you can take time and you can go through again all the materials and reference material. So you can, if you are prepared enough to attempt the quiz, again you can attempt the second time. Still, if you are not able to make it 70%, you can retry again third time.
Yeah, please go
Any
ahead.
other question from the team?
Node software is open source.
There's a little bit of background, so if people are not speaking, we can go on mute.
Was I audible or not?
Please go ahead with your question. We can hear you now.
This node software we are using for lab and all. So is this open source or no?
Shankar? Shankar? The software that is being used for the lab are all open source. So there is no issues for you to download from the link that they have provided. Shankar, you can probably add.
Yes, it's all open source. Some of them can be used on the free trial.
clarifies?
Any more questions? Please feel free to ask.
Somebody has asked a good question, Shankar. Is it better to use virtual machine or can be used in the same OS we are using? I would recommend you to set this up in the virtual machine, Vinayaka. Shankar, that would be better, right? To set up the entire lab on a virtual machine.
Yes, ma'am. That would be better.
Any other issues you all are facing while accessing the course or while you're doing the course?
Ma'am, I have an issue.
Yeah.
The thing is, I have finished 3 chapters. In the first chapter, I finished the theory videos, but the completion tick mark is not appearing for the theory videos in the first chapter. And whereas in the second and third chapter, the quiz, the completion tick mark is not appearing. So what should I do? The completion tick mark is not appearing for the theory video in the first chapter. Even though I went back, completed the video all over again, the tick mark appeared. But once I log out and come back to the same page, resume from where I left, the tick mark goes away for the theory videos. Whereas the quiz for the second and third chapter.
I think it's a good question, Shankar.
Yeah.
Probably you can share your email ID also over the chat, and we can check at the back end what the status is.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. Shankar?
See, normally it is one module. It consists of one activity, so that it is not the 3 component. One is a theory video and quiz and then lab manual, which consists of one module. So your activity completion is based on one module. So that is a package. So that's how backend system will take either 0 or 1. So it's better to complete the quiz so that you can see that course progress in your dashboard.
I think they're saying that they have completed
I have completed the quiz, but the quiz completion tick mark, which appears on the right side, the blue tick mark, is not appearing. I have taken the screenshot of how much percentage I got. Like all the 3 quizzes, I have taken the screenshot as well as the tick mark screen, the main screen with the 3 parts. I have taken the screenshot of that as well. It's like there is a tick mark on the theory videos. The next time I go, it's not there. Whereas the quiz, it's not appearing at all. I completed 2 quizzes, the second chapter as well as the third chapter, but none of them are showing the completion status. The quiz completion status.
I think please send the screenshots and send a mail to Shankar, and I'm also copying my mail ID here and Bodhijit's mail ID. So we'll look into it and come back.
Thank you, ma'am.
Right. Sorry. Is Shreya still on the call? Okay, no worries.
But you can tell the resolution, Bodhijit, maybe if somebody else also is facing that, they can know how to
No,
resolve.
well, Shreya's, I just went through the raw data. I went through the raw data, in fact. Her credentials weren't provided by the institute itself, which is why she's not seeing the SciSci group.
Okay. So I think for this, Abbas, I think her college has missed her information. But if she is in one of the colleges that is participating in this event, I think we can add her into the SciSci group.
Yes, I think she can send an send her details
She can
to
send
my
her
email
details
ID
to the
as well.
college SPOC. She can send her details to the college SPOC, and college SPOC can drop you a mail saying that please,
Right.
we missed hers and please add her. So probably she was already on to the Future Skills platform, and that is why she's been able to see everything, and she's not seeing the SciSec group because she's not part of the database that you shared it with our Edcasting.
Okay.
But if our college is participating, then we'll make an exception and take her on board.
Okay.
So once you get the details, Bodhidharma, you should be able to put her into SciSec group, right?
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
But in that format again, though, because we are tracking by district, right? So
Right. So same thing. What Abbas will send a line item for this first.
sure.
Yeah, we probably have some 5-6 minutes. So any more questions? So anybody, if they're facing any issues, so now you have the mail IDs of Abbas, Bodhijit, Shankar, myself. So y'all can share your problem as a screenshot, and then we will, speak to the relevant team and see how we can resolve the issue. This is an open thing for all the people.
Where are the email IDs? Like I'm
In
on
the
normal
chat.
call.
In the chat, we've shared the email IDs.
In the WebEx.
In the WebEx chat window?
Okay, I'm in normal call, so I've joined through the call code. So
Okay, so skills. How should I repeat all the email IDs for you as a thing, or you can reach out to Abbas and then we can share all the mail. You have Abbas's email ID, right? The one who got from where you got the WebEx information.
Are you part of any of the WhatsApp group?
yeah,
You're part
I
of
got
that
it through a
Master
WhatsApp
Secure
group.
Code group, right? Right. You have my number there. You can ping me and share you the details.
Okay, yes, thank you.
Yeah, Srinidhi had asked if I can access more than 3 courses. Yeah, you could access as many as you want on the Future Skills Prime. Please feel free to pick up whatever knowledge you want. But for the competition, you need to complete this course.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yeah.
If we complete the course completely of the cyber security, all the students who complete the course will be eligible for the grand challenge or something.
Absolutely. Every student who completes the course successfully will be eligible for Grand Challenge. And Grand Challenge will be done as 3 rounds. So one is on April 3rd, on 2 rounds on April 3rd, morning 9 to 1 is the first one and 2 to 8 is the second round. And the third round is on 4th from morning 7 a.m. to Sunday 7 a.m. So this is how, so everybody who completes the course successfully can participate in the Grand Challenge event. And the best part is, of course, the top 3 gets cash prizes from SciSec. The top 10 gets to do virtual internship at NCIIPC. And the top 10 from every college who's participating in the Grand Challenge, they may not even be they may not be the winners, but the top 10 from each college will get to do a virtual internship at Skillstar. So this is it's a big opportunity for the students to really capitalize on. 3 months of virtual internship for top 10 students from every college who's participating in the Grand Challenge.
So to sum it up, we have to complete 52 hours of course within the end of this month.
That is right. That's right. You should complete the course and you should get the course completion certificate from the system itself. You will be getting a course completion certificate. As soon as you complete the course, you will get a joint participation certificate from Skillstar.
Yes, ma'am. That cleared my doubt. Thank you.
Thank you. I hope y'all also encourage your friends to take part in this, whoever's nomination was shared. And we do understand that there were some teething issues, but we'll try to see what best we can do to resolve as many queries as possible. Yeah, I think somebody's asked about the lab assignment. So I think Shankar, they're asking when they could get a, one lab assignment demo as a PDF. So what would be the right time for them to expect it?
We'll try to get it by tomorrow, ma'am.
Oh, that is fantastic, Shankar. That is fantastic. So, so you will get the lab assignment, completed lab assignment by tomorrow. 1 for 1. Somebody has asked, can we get the list of students who have completed? We'll share the names soon, but there are about 8 people who have completed so far.
More, ma'am.
About 8 people have completed as of today, Bodhijit. That's right? That's what the data that we looked at.
9 people.
9, okay. Okay. Okay, I think we're probably coming to the close of the hour. So, so please reach out and we will try to clear as many issues as possible. Can we close the call, Abbas?
Yes, I think we can close it.
Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. Thanks a lot.